Hi, this is AliShanMao and welcome to the Storm OSD flight review or flight testing. In this video, I've just used a 1.3 GHz 400 milliwatt video transmitter with the Sony KX181 camera and using the simple duck antennas, stock duck antennas, no patch antennas. So you can see here I reset the gyro. The setup of this Storm OSD is just a breeze, very easy and very quick. I'm using a 4000 mAh milliamp 4S battery for my Skywalker. Okay, we are all set and good to go. The best thing I like about this OSD is that once you leave the sticks, it will actually lock the altitude at which it was flying, the plane was flying, and it will keep the altitude locked. It will maintain and hold that altitude when you're flying, so it makes the flying real breeze. The first thing we are testing here is that I flew it lower than 150 meters. My RTH altitude is set to 150 meters. So I fly lower than 150 meters and I will activate the RTH. You can see. As soon as the RTH activated, the plane will climb up to 150 meters and maintain and hold the 150 meters. Give or take 1 or 2 meters more deviation, but it does maintain the altitude that you actually set when you are doing the setup. So RTH altitude is always reached when the plane is on the RTH mode. The stabilization mode is really good. As I mentioned, that I love the way it locks the altitude that you're flying. As you can see here at the right side of the altitude, you have a little lock icon which actually shows that your altitude is locked, and after that you can actually just keep flying without worrying anything. Here I'm running out of range because of the high power cables in between me and plane line of sight. So you can see RTH is kicking and deactivating, kicking and deactivating because of the failsafe that I have set. I'm flying on stock 72 MHz radio, Futaba 10 CAP. Alright, now I will go far and you can see I'm flying at 214 meter. Altitude locks and disengages because of the RTH kicking in. And then the failsafe RTH kicks in. That's where I actually turn off the radio to test what happens. I'm actually 1.4 kilometer away at the moment, but you can see when the plane is returning back, it's actually reducing the altitude. That means it is going to get down to 150 meter, return to home altitude that you have set in the setup menu before flight. So yes, I would say this Storm OSD just blew me away with its sweetest performance on a very first flight. One of my friends saw me on the field and he says, "What OSD is this?" And I said, "This is a new OSD, and the first time I'm testing it." He says, "Do not put the GoPro camera on board." And I said, "No, it's okay. Let the GoPro be on board." Here I turned the radio on again, and yes, as I mentioned, I wasn't disappointed. And Storm OSD delivers the performance for what it is actually made for. I would say it is worth every penny. I had real good 2 flights. HD videos using the GoPro on board are coming very soon, so you can see them and enjoy them. Now here I'm making an approach and coming back home. So yes, once again, Storm OSD has just replaced my FY31 AP, and I'm really happy with the Storm OSD. The only glitches that I had was during the setup, that sometimes the pitch and roll angles were showing too much values, and also the display wasn't very right. So all I needed to do is disconnect the power and connect the power again, and it was all good. The other thing that I feel that it should have the throttle control. So at the moment it does not control your throttle. So if they incorporated the throttle control with this one, would have been good. But for now I had to set my own throttle, and when RTH is activated I have to make sure I maintain the throttle, and if I set the failsafe I have to make sure the throttle is properly set. So thank you very much and wait for the HD videos. And as per time, I will also post a written review of what I felt, how I like the Storm OSD, the setup, the flight and everything at the new forum, www.hookedondrones.com. We already have a thread going on about the Storm OSD. So join our forum and check the reviews there as well. Enjoy.